What's up, YouTube? Hey, quick question, man. Have you ever had a near-death experience? If so, I want to hear what it was. I want to hear all about it down in the comments below. Listen, guys, I got asked a question about, Chris, why do you care so much about your people? Why do you care so much about your community and your subscribers? Why do you celebrate them every chance you get? And guys, for me, it's simple as this. It was around 2013 and I had got into an accident. I was driving, I was late for work. Any of you guys ever been late for work and was about to get pointed out or about to get written up for the third time, and it might have just been that make or break situation? That was me. I was working at Notre Dame at the time. Anybody familiar with the Midwest or the South Bend, Indiana area and the 8090 highway? Okay. The 8090 was very, very slick. It had the perfect mix of rain, sleet, hail, and snow on this particular day. And I happened to be running late for work. Okay. And I also worked across the railroad tracks, for anybody that's familiar with that area, in Berrien County at the Berrien County Juvenile Center. Because if those of you don't know, I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist. That's what I used to do in my previous life before I retired in my mid-30s. Okay. And so I had two things in two entire worlds at play. I had on one end the brightest of the brightest students under my guidance and under my leadership at Notre Dame, some of your favorite student athletes. I won't name any names today, but read my books, check out my story. You'll see who I've mentored that's from Notre Dame that you know. They're in the WNBA, they're in the NFL. I'll just put it out there like that, okay? And then on top of that, I had these individuals from the Ben Harbor area, the 3 Mile area, St. Joseph area that were locked up in the juvenile detention center, okay? And so I was doing and working in two totally different worlds, okay? But nevertheless, at the Berrien County Juvenile Center, that job is the one that I was running the risk of potentially being reprimanded for being late. Okay. Notre Dame, that was more of a salary type job. There was no real urgency around that kind of issue in that kind of work environment. Okay. But nevertheless, guys, I was driving, and as you can see in this image here, my car flipped off the road. Okay. I was behind a semi truck. The roads were slick, black ice, and I fell off into a ditch. And what happened next was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. How many of you guys have ever been in a situation that was the worst at the time, but it ended up being just what you needed or the blessing you needed? And in my particular case, guys, I had been doing the most for too long, okay? The Lord gave me an assignment years ago, and I blocked those off. I put those to the side. I just was doing what I wanted to do, living my life, trying to climb a corporate ladder, ignoring all the guidance, all the signs, everything he had instructed me to do. Okay. And so from there, when the accident happened, the number one thing that it did for me was it sat me down. And it sat me down in such a way that it gave me time to reflect. Because listen to this. Even though my car flipped over and I was stuck and I was unable to get out the car, and I'm lucky it didn't burst into flames, and people pulled over off the highway to cut my seatbelt to get me out. And at the time I was pissed just to be inconvenienced. But guys, I could have lost my life, and my life is way more important than some papers and the stuff that I was actually mad at the time. Okay. But the Lord was trying to get my attention. He was trying to let me know, I need you to calm down and get focused. And so I'm going to sit you down, and I'm hoping this refocuses you, because I need you to do what I need you to do, because I need you to reach my people. See, listen, guys, he can't give the assignment to everybody. And so some soldiers he designate to go out and reach the people, to go out and reach the masses. And so he had instructed me long ago. I had ignored the assignment, okay? And so now I'm without a car. I'm without transportation. I'm without work because I had to take some days off from work, even though, guess what, guys? I came out of that accident unscathed, unharmed. I was not injured, although I could have lost my life at the rate in which my car had flipped over. Okay, think about Earl Spence. If you guys are into boxing, think about what happened to his car and how it flipped over. Think about people that had near-death experiences that just happened to miss them. And if that doesn't get your attention, I don't know what will, but it did for me. And in my time of reflection, one thing he had told me to do, which was to finish my first book. And that first book has such powerful messages in it. He wanted me to get that done because he knew the book can reach far more people than I could ever reach at that point in time. Okay, that was one of the things he wanted me to do. But then, number two, he took me through something so that I could have a story to tell and let the people know how I overcame. Okay, and so guys, this near-death experience, the day that I almost died, turned into my biggest testimony and my biggest message that I had ever had at that point in time. From there, guys, I was able to get my speaking career started, and I started traveling around the country, getting paid to speak, getting paid to tell my story, getting paid to talk about how I was this young guy at this prestigious institution at the University of Notre Dame, and how I was doing all of these magnificent things in the community and the institutions of higher learning, so on and so forth. And guys, my life began to blow up, and this is way before YouTube and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, and so for a long time I ignored the assignment, but I was able to see what he had on the other side for me when I just sat down. And really, that's what it was. That accident was a sit down so he can get my attention. How many of you guys have been running from your assignment? How many of you guys have been so busy, so enamored with everything you have going on that you have missed the message, that you have missed your assignment, that you have missed what you have been called to do because you're over here, you're over there, your focus is over here, your focus is over there instead of where it needs to be? How many of you can be honest and vulnerable like I'm being with you on today to talk about if you have missed those moments? Because I certainly did, and it wasn't until I was sat down and couldn't do nothing but reflect, then I got my life in order. Okay, and so guys, the day I almost died ended up being one of the best things that ever happened to me. And so I share this story today to share with you that we must always be grateful for each day that we get up and we get a chance to do what it is we do, that we get a chance to get in the stock market, trade, invest, buy assets. Okay, guys, the reason why I love on you guys each and every day, each and every video, the reason why I even crafted my YouTube style to be what it is, because guys, I'm just simply thankful and grateful. And every day I know I'm blessed to be here. So therefore, every day I go out of my way to be a blessing to others. Every single day I'm doing coaching calls, or I'm teaching people how to trade options, or I'm teaching people how to read the charts. Then I do the stuff I do for the youth in the community. Then I do the YouTube videos, okay? But I do that from a place of gratefulness because I almost died, and I wouldn't have been here had it went any different for me that day on 80/90, okay? And so for me, guys, I want to share with you the reason why I do what I do. Anything you do, you must have a why. And for me, my why has always been bigger than me. That's why I get so excited when you guys win. That's why I get so excited and I don't hesitate to celebrate your victory. Guys, it's enough light for everybody to shine. You shining don't dim my light, and me shining don't dim yours. Matter of fact, I want to see more people shine because I want to use my platform to uplift each and every one of you guys as often as I can. And so that's why I do it, because there was a time that I might not have been here had it went another way. And so therefore, guys, I stay anchored in humility, I stay grounded, and I stay rooted in my faith in terms of knowing that it could have been different for me. Okay, and so again, guys, I say this all to say, value each day, because life is but a vapor, and you can be here today and gone today. And so therefore, it is important that you have purpose in your life and purpose in all that you do, so that you make sure, one, you're leaving a legacy behind of some sort. Number two, you doing what you can to make sure those that's coming behind you, your kids, your grandkids, your grandchildren, whatever, have it better than you had it. And number 3, it's all about living every day in gratitude and in thanksgiving, so that you know what, Lord, I'm just happy I'm still here. I'm just happy I didn't get taken out in my sleep. I'm just happy I didn't get caught in that shootout that happened the other day. I'm just happy I didn't get in an accident on my way to work this week. I'm just happy. I'm just thankful. And that is what I want you guys to always hold near and dear to your heart, okay? So listen, man, today I just want to share with you, I almost died, but what it ended up doing was probably the best thing that ever happened for me. It birthed 2 best-selling books. It started me on my path, meaning I already had this in me, but it gave me the kickstart and the jump start that I needed to put the things in motion. And it started me on this pathway of, let me check off these things that I had to do, that I had been putting off. And then, guys, I just got right back focused. I start checking off everything. Man, I finished my manuscript. I took my photo for the book cover. I wrote this book. I started this social media page. I got my website built. I put my funnels in place. And I just got to doing all the things he told me to do, because when the blessing came, and I'm talking about the abundance begin to flow, guess what, guys? My system was already set up. And my system being set up allowed me to turn something little into an empire that is like none I have seen out here today. Okay. And so with that being said, man, I hope this message inspires you. I hope this message encourages you. But more importantly, I hope that you know we can't afford to take any day for granted, and that we must put our best foot forward every single day. With that being said, guys, do me a favor. Please share down below any near-death experiences you may had and how it changed you for the better. And also, remember, we make videos like this every day. So if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result. Very few consider the journey. So do me a favor. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stocks using my link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.